It's enough to get a good grip and get in the mouth. Article is as follows. Toothbrush removed from man's stomach after he swallowed it while brushing. Now, this feels very much like a man, if he goes to the hospital with a bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup up his arsehole and then tries to dazzle with detail. That was always the thing. Whenever you get kind of a hack, is it a hack or is it just funny? Depends what type of comic you are. Whenever you get a nurse in the audience, male or female, you'll have a bit of banter, a bit of chat, and then the question is, what's the strangest thing you've ever pulled from a man's arse? Because men seem to have this thing when they get to a certain age where they want to start putting things up their bum. And let me tell you, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with it. You want to put something up your bum? Put something up your bum. It's your bum. Okay? Finger. Another part of somebody's body. Listen, you do what you want. It's your bum. Right? Your old dad's not going to hear. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. Okay? But I would say this. Only put things up your bum that are designed to go there. A bottle of tomato sauce is not one of them. Regardless of how it's designed, nobody at Heinz went through going, I need you to design me a bottle that can hold sauce but also can be used to fire up somebody's shouter. No, that was never part of the design process. Alright? But this story feels very similar to that. Dazzle with detail is what I was told by a nurse. Dazzle with detail. She will always tell the ones who come in who give her too much information. So if they just come in and go, I've got a bottle of tomato sauce stuck up my bum, and then they bring them through the room and they go, and how did that bottle of sauce become lodged in your rectum? And they will either say, I stuck it up there, and then that's it over. End of interview, remove said bottle of sauce. Or they'll dazzle with detail. And they'll say things like, I fell. I tripped and fell on it. And I landed it up my bum. I brought the shop in for the house, and we've just had new laminate flooring laid down. And I remember because she was like, I'm going to cut a wee bit of carpet at the front door. And you stand on the carpet, shut the door, and then take your shoes off. I don't want you walking on the new laminate with your shoes, So I took my shoes off, and I was carrying the shopping through to the kitchen, and it was a fresh, brand new pair of socks. Just popped the ticket on them that day, and I think because they were so fresh against the new laminate, there's no traction there. So as I've been walking through the kitchen, I've slipped, and the bags have went up in the air, and when I've landed, my trousers and boxers were pulled down, and the bottle of sauce went up my arsehole. So help. Help. But this poor bastard has swallowed his toothbrush, which is absolutely disgusting. Back to an old favourite, Jen Mills, favourite of ours, journalist at the Metro. Jen doesn't deal with things like corrupt government scientific advisors, having over £6 million of shares in a company that he once ran and is now giving government contracts to. Jen doesn't deal with stuff like that. Jen deals with a man who swallows his own toothbrush. The article reads, a bloodied toothbrush had to be removed from a man's stomach after he swallowed it while cleaning the back of his throat. What the actual fuck? What? No. I'm going to tell you something here. That it may disgust you. It might even upset you. I hope it doesn't force you to remove yourself from the Patreon. I do not brush my tongue. Now, I'm sure I heard once or twice that you're meant to brush your tongue as well. You can fuck off with that carry on. If you brush your tongue, you're a beast as far as I'm concerned, right? You're one step away from a paedophile if you brush your tongue. Teeth, yes. Top and bottom. Inside the tooth. Hey, fully on board with that, of course. Mouthwash, okay. You know, flossing, fuck no. Stop it. Stop it now. But to brush your tongue, it's a hard no from me. Now, to take that a step further and to say, brush the back of your throat, what in the name of God was this man up to? Now, if he has in some way been involved in a sexual act against his will, and he's having to clean something from the back of his throat, then I apologise to the gentleman, but I do not think that is what's going to happen. Cleaning the back of your throat with a toothbrush. What in the actual fuck is going on in people's lives? Is anybody cleaning that deep? We've all done it, right? We've all done it. We've all been curious. You know, you're thinking, how far can you push the toothbrush? We've all done it. I'm no weird, right? And you put a toothbrush in your tonsils and you go, we've all done that. Okay? Some of you might even put a toothbrush to the back of your throat and you don't gag at all. And then you suddenly think, hey, I'm going to have a lot of friends when I go to high school or college or university or the workplace. High school's maybe the right thing to say. Doctors removed the 19 centimetre long brush, which sounds like quite a long brush, if you're asking me, within 24 hours. Thank God for that. Fearing that leaving it any longer could be fatal. What? Let me read that again. Doctors removed the 19 centimetre long brush within 24 hours, fearing that leaving it any longer could have been fatal. Now that would suggest that the doctors have had a meeting. Guys came in. Everything alright, mate? I've swallowed a toothbrush. You're joking. I was cleaning the back of my throat. Okay, mate, we've heard it all before. No, honest. I was brushing the back of my throat and I've swallowed a 19 centimetre long toothbrush. How do you know it's 19 centimetres? I measured it. Why are you measuring your toothbrush? Just to see how much I could take. I was cleaning the back of my throat. Exactly. Get in. And then the doctors have had a meeting to go, right, are we taking this out? Well, why don't we leave it in? Because it could die. It's a toothbrush. You know, might have a toothbrush in there. The patient, 39, not named, whose name has been withheld, obviously, was brushing his teeth on September the 15th when it slipped. Hold on a minute. At the start of this article, you said he was brushing the back of his throat. Brushing your teeth, the toothbrush slips. Now, I've done that as well. I've done that and cracked against my tooth. I've never been brushing my teeth. It slips there. He rushed to a nearby health clinic, not even a hospital. Fucking renegade. Who quickly referred him to a hospital more than 100 kilometres away. Jesus Christ. An x-ray and further tests couldn't locate the brush in the man's throat, leading the doctors to conclude it was in his stomach. In the name of God. The minor operation. I'd say that's pretty major. I would say getting something removed from your stomach is pretty major. A minor operation would be a big shite. That would be a minor operation. Cutting somebody open, sedating them, cutting open their stomach and pulling a toothbrush out their stomach, that's major. Giving him a tablet, showing him out of the toilet, and then him shiting out a toothbrush, that's a minor operation. Minor operation was performed a short time later and the brush was removed. The man remained in hospital while he recovered and was discharged a few days later. Dr. Bomi Tayang, a senior surgeon at Bangkok Pertin General Hospital in India, said the patient was taken to a private hospital in Pashet. From there, he was referred to from our hospital. The ENT surgeon at the hospital investigated the patient and planned to conduct an escharotomy while I checked the patient around 6 p.m. Blah, blah, blah. It's just talking through medical procedures. As the toothbrush couldn't be detected in the x-rays, I decided to conduct an exploratory laparotomy. Open up his stomach. The brush could be easily felt in the stomach and it removed through a small incision. The procedure took about 30 minutes. The very next day, he started taking oral fluids. Hello. And had an uneventful recovery. He was discharged on September 21st. What a horrific way to go. Still don't believe the guy's story. Still don't believe it. Cleaning the back of your throat with a toothbrush. That is a new one, even for me. There you go. I would say, I mean, I'm reiterating here, but I would say straight away, if somebody comes in and they know the length of their toothbrush, I'm going to say something sexual's going on. Do you know the length of your toothbrush? Not a clue. Not a clue. I just know mine's blue. That's it. And I only know it's blue because there's only two in there. One's blue and one's pink. And I just always assumed, well, mine can't be the pink one. So I just used the blue one. Could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. Pink one could be mine. I've just been using the blue one forever. Don't know. How long is it? Not a clue. It's a toothbrush. Standard length. You know? It's enough to get a good grip and get in the mouth. So how big's that? I mean, there's another statement that I've been saying is, how long is it? It's enough to get a good grip and get the rest in my mouth. Is that a standard measurement now? So how big was it? It's big enough to get a good grip and get all it in my mouth. There you go. How big's your toothbrush? No idea. This guy's 19 centimetres. Cleans the back of his throat. Gets in his stomach. What a fucking rocket.